Get ready for the action, because the Formula One world is shaking up. Mercedes has made a major decision regarding Kimi Antonelli, temporarily banning him from the Nurburgring. We dive into exactly why this move has been made and what it means for the young Italian star's future on the grid. Then we look at the locals' marshal program is expanding opportunities for fans to get hands-on experience. Finally, we get an insider look at the Pitwall with former engineer Rob Smedley, who slams slow responses from modern race engineers as completely unacceptable. Discover what truly defines a great race engineer and why indecision is driving people crazy. Stay with us for the rest of the broadcast. Mercedes has temporarily banned Kimi Antonelli from competing at the Nurburgring circuit. The decision comes after recent speculation regarding a trial on the Green Hell track, which was recently discussed in connection with the Nordschleife permit. Antonelli had previously indicated a desire to obtain the permit by the end of the year. However, Mercedes' deputy team principal, Bradley Lord, made it clear during the Nurburgring 24 hours that the permit would not be granted this year. Lord bluntly confirmed that Mercedes would not allow Antonelli to obtain the DMSB Nordschleife permit, DPN. He suggested that Antonelli might attempt it later, referencing Max Verstappen's experience compared to the 19-year-old driver. Currently, Antonelli is expected to maintain his full focus on Formula One, where he leads the Drivers' Championship after securing 3 consecutive Grand Prix victories. Following the first 4 races, Antonelli holds a 20-point lead over teammate George Russell. Mercedes currently leads the constructors' standings with 180 points, having won all 4 races so far this season. Separately, Max Verstappen's participation in the Nürburgring 24 hours concluded due to a technical issue involving a drive shaft in the closing hours, which prevented his team from securing a victory. Max Verstappen made his debut in the Nürburgring 24 hours endurance race, but the opportunity for a victory was ultimately lost due to a technical failure. The Formula One world champion swapped his F1 commitment for the endurance event, partnering with Jules Gounon, Danny Juncadella, and Lucas Auer in a Mercedes-AMG GT3 at the Nürburgring circuit in Germany. Verstappen had established a strong lead on Sunday morning, ahead by more than half a minute. However, the race faced a significant setback when Danny Juncadella took over from Verstappen for the subsequent stint, at which point the car experienced a driveshaft problem. This critical issue forced Juncadella to return to the garage for repairs with 3 hours and 20 minutes remaining on the clock, effectively ending the team's contention for the win. Following the event, Verstappen expressed his disappointment on social media, stating, "Very unfortunate and frustrating ending, but these things can happen. I still really enjoyed the experience together with Jules, Luggy, and Danny. Thanks to the team and everyone around the track for your support." Verstappen is scheduled to return to full-time Formula One racing at the Canadian Grand Prix, taking place the weekend of May 22-24. The Las Vegas Grand Prix has officially opened its recruitment drive for 600 race marshals in preparation for the 2026 Formula One race. Organizers are accepting applications for these vital positions through Monday, June 1st. This marks the return of the locals' marshal program for its 3rd consecutive year, expanding opportunities for residents of the Las Vegas area by providing pre-race training and certification through U.S. Race Management, USRM. Sylvia Bellot, Vice President of Sporting and Race Operations for the Grand Prix, highlighted the importance of these roles, stating that over 3,000 individuals applied for marshal positions last year. These individuals play an essential role during race weekend, and we plan to continue creating pathways for fans to experience Formula One in a hands-on way here in Las Vegas, Bellot noted. Race marshals are tasked with a wide range of critical duties, including flagging and communicating with drivers, intervening in on-track incidents, assisting with pit lane and grid safety, and providing support services to fellow marshals. Selected marshals will be required to serve throughout the entire Grand Prix weekend, scheduled from November 18th to 21st. Interested applicants can find more information and submit their applications on the official LVGPNet website. Former Formula One engineer Rob Smedley has sharply criticized modern race engineers for slow responses to drivers, labeling the delays as unacceptable. Speaking on the High Performance Racing podcast, alongside Otmar Schaffner and Jake Humphrey, Smedley outlined his philosophy on what constitutes a great race engineer, emphasizing deep technical knowledge and psychological understanding of the driver. Smedley stressed that a top-tier race engineer must possess comprehensive knowledge across aerodynamics, tire science, mechanical systems, and, crucially, the driver's psychology. He argued that simply following simulation data is insufficient, as drivers react based on personal feel and experience, requiring the engineer to effectively translate the driver's input back to the team. When addressing poor performance, Smedley identified indecision and a lack of understanding of first principles, such as vehicle dynamics and tire dynamics, as hallmarks of a dreadful engineer. He asserted that a good engineer must be able to converse with specialists in these fields, understanding approximately 80% of what they do to remain effective. The core of his criticism focused on response time. Smedley stated that waiting for answers is unacceptable, particularly when drivers are in difficult situations and require immediate assistance. He highlighted the pressure on the race engineer to quickly bring a situation under control by leveraging their deep technical understanding of the car's systems. Smedley concluded that an engineer should not be waiting for external input, but rather must be the driving force, keeping all personnel on their toes.